Since 1958, our technicians are highly trained and experienced. We install top-of-the-line equipment from Carrier, and we provide a full range of HVAC services, including plant maintenance, repairs, and air quality improvement. Plus, friendly service is always guaranteed at Grassy Refrigeration. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700. Why do so many people listen to KGDC and KGDC2? Could it be our market exclusives on the top two names in conservative news? KGDC 92.9 FM has 10 minutes of Fox News each and every hour, and KGDC2 102.3 FM is the exclusive home of townhall.com radio news. Plus, our stations have market exclusives on powerful features such as Breakpoint, Focus on the Family Minute, Dr. James Dobson's Family Talk, and more. 92.9 FM and 102.3 FM, the best radio in Walla Walla.
Ready to make some big changes in your home? Here at Connors Flooring and Design, we understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
If there's one thing we've learned from the past 2 years, it's that life is full of unpredictability, but your finances don't have to be. Do you have a plan for your financial future? Financial advisors Bill Fleener and Brandon Zarro can help you create a sound strategy to reach your objectives. We may not know what the future holds, but with a plan in place, you can be prepared for whatever comes your way. Call Fleener Zarro Wealth Management at 509-526-5755. A member of D.A. Davidson & Company, member SIPC.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And back once again at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium. I'm Roy Elia, continuing our American Financial Network pregame show and our Todd Kimball starting lineups by giving you the starters for the Lady Blue Devils as announced by head coach Teresa Riebel. Carly Martin will start at guard. She is 5 feet 4 inches tall and junior. Madison Riebel will start at guard. She is 5 feet 6 inches tall and a junior. Cammie Martin started a guard slash forward. She is 5 feet 9 inches tall and a junior. Lauren Bergevin will start at guard. She is 5 feet 8 inches tall and a senior. And Miriam Hutchins rounds out the Lady Blue Devils starting lineup. Miriam, a guard slash forward, stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and she is a sophomore. There you have it, the starting lineups for this evening's contest. Before the commercial break, we presented the Lady Bombers. Just moments ago, we presented the Lady Blue Devils. The starting lineups presented by Walla Walla County Commissioner and local farmer Todd Kimball. The next time you see Todd, ask him how he's doing, and he'll likely reply, better than I deserve. Richland comes into this contest 5-2 in Mid-Columbia Conference play. Lady Bombers having a very nice season. They are 7-4 overall. Wahai Lady Blue Devils are 4-3 in MCC play. The Lady Blue Devils just a shade over the 500 mark. Overall, Wahai sports a record of 6-5. That's going to do it for our pregame show. It was presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkes and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, recognized in 2021 as one of this country's top 100 mortgage companies. Carlos and Tom have 50-plus years of combined experience in the Walla Walla Valley and would relish the opportunity to serve you. American Financial Network, financing the American dream at 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. We'll be back to tip off this Mid-Columbia Conference girls basketball game. Lady Blue Devils hosting the Lady Bombers. We'll be back to the Wahai Gym after we step aside for another commercial break. This time, we will step aside for 3 minutes. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
McDonald's Area Insurance provides for all of your insurance needs, including commercial, winery, farm, crop, auto, flood, life, health, long-term care, renters, and homeowners insurance. The McDonald's Area team includes more than 20 agents offering professional advice on all types of insurance matters. Give Dan Baffney, Kevin Baffney, Doug Borth, Sean Borth, or David Borth a call today at 525-5730. Located at 22 East Main Street in Walla Walla, that's McDonald's Area Insurance. This team works for you. The cold weather is here. Stock up on winter products from L&G Ranch Supply, like stock tank heaters for the animals. For pets, find heated beds and bowls, as well as Science Diet pet food. For you or as a gift, find tough insulated Carhartt bibs, jackets, and sweatshirts, and a full line of winter work gloves. Get rid of ice on driveways and sidewalks with Wilbur Ellis brand Ice Melt. Shop L&G Ranch Supply for your winter products today. Your local True Value store, East Isaacs Avenue in Walla Walla.
People often ask how to avoid dog bites. First, never approach a strange dog, especially one that's tied up, behind a fence, or in a car. Don't pet a dog without letting them see and sniff you first. Never run away from a dog. Dogs naturally chase and catch fleeing prey. Don't surprise a dog that is sleeping, eating, chewing a toy, or caring for puppies. This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley's small animal veterinary medical needs.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of services and products to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer every time. Doyle Security and Electronics is the source for all your alarm system needs. The most up-to-date security systems, fire systems, door access, and CCTV systems available to keep you, your family, and business safe and secure now and in the future. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
Do you want to know what's really going on in the Walla Walla Valley? Today's Union Bulletin offers you more ways to stay connected with your community, in print, on the web, or on social media. And now, a full print replica edition is available online for subscribers. Now publishing for more than 150 years, the Union Bulletin is proud to support our communities with local, independent journalism. Support your home team community newspaper. Visit union-bulletin.com today.
Hey Walla Walla Valley, it's Danny with Total Comfort Solutions. You know us as your local heating, cooling, and plumbing experts, but did you know we are a family-owned and operated company with an ever-growing team? In fact, we have positions open right now that don't require any previous experience in the industry. We're looking for applicants who will embody our core values: trustworthy and reliable, excellent customer experience, commitment to the team, and effective communication. To learn more, visit comfortrightdayornight.com.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And the team introductions continuing here at the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium. I'm Roy Elia. Just minutes away from Mid-Columbia Conference girls basketball action. The Wahai Blue Devils about to take on the Richland Bombers. And while the pregame festivities continue here in the Wahai Gym, we're going to step aside for another commercial break. This time, a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
When it comes to life, there's so much to see. More to see than can ever be seen, in fact. That's why at Valley Vision, our mission is caring for your eyesight. Valley Vision is a full-service optometry clinic that uses the latest in computer and laser instrumentation. Your personal care is our way of life, our reason for being at Valley Vision. Seeing better is one thing. We want you to look better too. Your eyes won't believe our frame selection and styles. Valley Vision, 22 West Main Street, Walla Walla.
As time goes on, the pace of life seems to be ever increasing and more difficult to keep control of. The more we rely on time-saving devices such as computers and smartphones, the less time we seem to have. The secret to living a fulfilling life at a sustainable pace is perspective. And we at Walla Walla Presbyterian Church can help you find that perspective and keep hold of it. We invite you to join us Sunday mornings at Walla Walla Presbyterian Church. Visit wwpc.org to learn more. That's wwpc.org.
Happy New Year. Hi, this is Sheila from Walla Walla's Postal Annex, and I want to thank you for another great year. Is your resolution this year to clean out those old business papers and private documents? Let us shred those papers for you. Here at Postal Annex, we offer a safe and secure shredding service for just 99 cents a pound. And if you have any post-holiday shipping or returns, we can help you with wrapping, packing, and shipping too. Come see us soon at Postal Annex in the Plaza Way Shopping Center, Walla Walla.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special rate. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Walla Walla High School Gymnasium, here is our national anthem. Now, the Wahai Fight Song. Out on the floor first, dressed in road green jerseys, black and gold trim, and first quarter this evening is presented by our good friend and former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Blue Devils out on the floor dressed in home white jerseys with blue lettering and blue numerals, and the tip is controlled by the Blue Devils, and we are underway on this Tuesday evening. Some 20 minutes or so tardy. We start this contest at 6:04 on this Tuesday night. Blue Devils with the first possession of the contest. Between the rings, it's Cammie Martin off to Carly Martin. Shot clock is down to 10. Martin far side on the dribble. Hands it off to Maddie Riebel. Shot clock down to 6. Near side Bergevin. The pass goes out of bounds near side, knocked out of bounds by Richland, and it will be the Blue Devils' ball. Knocked out of bounds that time by Fox. And Fox will guard the inbounds pass. Bergevin looks to get it in with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bounces it into Riebel. Down to 2 seconds, down to 1 second, and she has a shot blocked. Loose ball comes off to Richland. Quick transition opportunity for the Bombers. Results in a lay-in. Fox got the loose ball, outletted it to Milam, and Macy Milam lays the ball up and in for the first field goal of this contest. In the far corner, it's Cammie Martin. The three on the way is good. The foul called from the deep far corner. Is it a 2 or a 3? That foul is called. Well, they indicated 14. There is no 14 out there. I believe it was Milam that picked up the foul. In any event, it's Richland's first foul. And a 4-point play completed by Cammie Martin. Green, the three from the deep far corner, the Bruce Reed three, and then the free throw. And the Blue Devils now up by a score of 4-2, 51 seconds in to the opening quarter. Now we're going to have a discussion about who that last foul was on. Perhaps they should ask Cammie Martin. She would know as well as anybody, wouldn't she? Yeah, they say the foul's on Lexi Hayes. All right, that sounds fair enough. Lexi Hayes with that last foul. And Richland possesses the basketball. Milam across the midcourt line, loops it on the near side to Smith. Back up top, a three straight away, a wide open three off the back of the rim, no good for Hay, and the rebound off to Cammie Martin, now to Carly Martin. From score out of the backcourt on the dribble. Carly is closely guarded by Milam. Brings it back out on the dribble near the midcourt line. Still on the dribble is Carly Martin. Negotiates to the near side, pass on the wing to Rebel. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rebel on the drive far side, gets it on the wing to Bergevin. Bergevin into the lane. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Up top to Cammie Martin. She'll drive into the lane. Scoop shot no good with the right hand. Rebound off to Hutchins. Her putback no good. And then the ball is taken by Schultz and knocked away by Cammie Martin. Three from the near side is no good. Rebound off to Rebel. Now it's Carly Martin driving into the lane. Her shot no good. And now the loose ball comes off inside for Hutchins. And Hutchins put the ball up and missed it. Schultz got the rebound. And Schultz was fouled on the play. That foul is on Carly Martin. Blue Devils rushed things a bit, I should say, perhaps thinking the shot clock was running down. But no, there was no reason to worry about the shot clock because the Bombers had established possession. And then the Blue Devils got the basketball back. Here's a pass from the near side thrown away and out of bounds. The pass by Smith that time, intended on the near side for Hay. With the ball over her and out of bounds, and the Blue Devils get it back. 6:04 left first period. 4-2 the Blue Devils. Here comes Carly Martin, closely guarded by Milam. Still on the dribble is Carly Martin. She'll get it in the far corner, or intended to get it in the far corner for Rebel, but the pass over her head and out of bounds, and the Blue Devils turn it over. Richland will inbound in the backcourt. Smith to do the honors. Ball comes into Milam. Moves to far side to Smith. Back to Milam. Still in the backcourt. Still baseball in on the near side. Pass good to Hay. Hay between the rings after getting a pass from the near side from Fox. Now going into the lane, throwing one up. Not close is Smith, and the Blue Devils clear. Pass into the front court for Hutchins. The ball knocked away from Hutchins. That outlet by Rebel. Richland comes the other way after the turnover. Here's Milam near side with a jumper for two that is good from the near wing. Milam ties the ball game at 4-4. Approaching the 5-minute mark, time remaining to be played in the first quarter. Rebel on the dribble, bounce it high post to Hutchins. Miriam, one dribble to the free throw line, gets it up top to Rebel. Rebel to the near side, stops. Now off to Carly Martin, far side to Bergevin, 7 on the shot clock. Now she'll get it to the free throw line to Hutchins. Pass on the far side is stolen by Richland, taken by Fox. Off to Milam, back on the far side to Fox. Left-handed lay-in, not close, but she is bodied and fouled. And that foul is whistled. Miriam Hutchins, her first team second, and Fox will shoot two. Kylie Fox averages 14.2 points per game on the season. Paige Harvey enters the Wall-High lineup. She replaces Hutchins with 4:41 remaining first period. Second free throw by Fox is good. First one was missed. Second one finds the mark. And Richland leads 5-4. Rebel front court. Bounce it near side to Harvey. Page with one dribble, now to Carly Martin. Guarded by Milam is Carly Martin. Carly still on the dribble, near side to Bergevin. In the near corner, Rebel, a three on the way. It's around and off, no good. Fighting hard for the rebound is Paige Harvey, but the loose ball comes off to Schultz of Richland. Here come the Bombers in transition. Blue Devils do a nice job getting back defensively. There's a backdoor pass inside for Fox, and Fox lays the ball up and in off the assist by Smith. She cut to the goal beautifully on the far side, and Richland leads 7-4. in the far corner. Cammie Martin for three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound off to Milan. Outlet on the near side to Fox. She'll get it on the far side to Hay. Hay stops in deep on the left-hand side. Now the ball is up top to Fox. Near side to Milan. Milan, high post to Schultz. Near side it goes to Hay. Now the near side Schultz, cut off on the baseline, gets it in the far corner. Now the ball is up top to Fox. A three on the way is good. Boy, did they do an outstanding job milking the clock. And then a beautiful three-point shot, a Bruce Reed three from out front by Fox, and Richland leads 10-4. And that is your American Financial Network scoreboard update with 3:11 and counting left in the first quarter. Near side, it's Cammie Martin, near corner to Bergevin. Lauren with a basketball against Fox, behind the back with a dribble. Tries to get away from Fox. Fox goes to the deck, the ball up top to Cammie Martin. Pass on the far side, going to be knocked away, stolen by Richland. Milam down the far side, going to take it coast to coast, lay it up and in, and a foul call. Richland cashes in the turnover. And that foul is called on Maddie Riebel, her first and the team's third. And Milam will step to the stripe for one shot. Milam averaging 13.4 points per game on the season. She already has a half dozen here in the first quarter. Substitution for Richland. Maya Rowe is checked into the contest. The free throw by Milam is up and good, and Richland has opened up a 9-point lead, 13-4. Bergevin loops it on the near side to Riebel. In the rings to Bergevin. Lauren guarded by Fox. On the dribble. In the far corner, Riebel, a three on the way is good. Will they count it? They will! From the deep far corner. And Paige Harvey set a screen on the far side, and she was knocked to the deck and fouled. And that foul is called on Smith, her first, team's second. So the basket is good for Maddie Riebel. And the Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline. 13-7 in favor of Richland. Cammie Martin looking to drive on the far baseline. She is blocked and fouled on the play by Hay. Lexi Hay with a foul. That's her first, team's third. Substitution for Richland entering the ball game is Kylie Hughes, and she replaces Lexi Hay. 2:19 remaining first period, 13-7 in favor of Richland. Riebel inbounding from the baseline, looping pass out front, gets to Bergevin, gets away from Fox. Jumper on the way from the free throw line is no good. Fights for her own rebound, but the rebound comes off to Cukes of Richland. Pass to the far side deflected, but taken by Smith. Far side to Milan. Pass in the lane for Cukes. Gets it to Fox, the high post. Now it's up top for a three on the way that is up and good. A beautiful shot that time. A line drive tray that time by Smith. That Bruce Reed three puts the Bombers up by 9, 16-7. 1:48 and counting left in the first period. Riebel far side. Bounce it on the near side. Paige Harvey back inside for Riebel. Now in the lane for Harvey. Throws it up off the glass, off the iron, no good. And the rebound comes off to Richland, taken by Rowe. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. Called that time on Paige Harvey, her first, team's fourth. Scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkins and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Richland with possession and a 9-point lead, 16-7. Milam with a basketball on the dribble. Double screen set out front. Negotiates to the far side. Gets it in the far corner with the basketball now is a new kid on the block who just entered the contest, Paige Morrow. Now it's off to Cukes. Cukes top of the key. Gets it in the far corner to Morrow. Now it's off to Fox. Nice pass inside. And a shot clock violation going to be called. Bombers taking too much time, and it costs them possession of the basketball. A good defensive sequence that time for the Blue Devils. And the ball goes back to the ladies in the white jerseys. Here's Carly Martin with the basketball, closely guarded by Cukes. Now it is off to Maddie Riebel. Riebel on the dribble. Drives near side. Near corner to Harvey. Pass up top to Bergevin. Back in the near corner to Paige Harvey. 8 seconds on the shot clock. She'll bounce it inside for a lay-in that's put up and good by Cammie Martin. Cammie has a half dozen in the game, and it's 16-9 in favor of Richland. Down to 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hits on the far side with a basketball. Guarded by Maddie Riebel. Far side Fox between the rings to Milam. Around a pick by Fox. Bounce off to Morrow, near side to Cukes. Pass inside, deflected by Bergevin, goes right to Richland, but a lay-in put up and missed by Morrow. Paige Harvey looked to get the rebound, lost possession of it. Now it's out front to Cukes, inside for Fox. Fox lays the ball up and in, and she is fouled. Tough break there for the Blue Devils. Second personal on Carly Martin, team's fifth. Miriam Hutchins into the ball game for the Blue Devils. She replaces Paige Harvey. Tough break there for the Blue Devils. Looked like Paige had possession of the basketball. But somehow the ball was lost. Then a house out front, or from out front. Goes inside for Fox. Fox lays the ball up and in and is fouled. And she completes the three-point play as Emerson Schulke checks into the Wall-High lineup for Carly Martin. 5.7 seconds left first period. 19-9 in favor of Richland. Bombers will pick up in the backcourt. Ball comes into Riebel. Down to 3 seconds, down to 2 seconds. And Riebel will toss it from backcourt woefully short. And here at the end of the first period, the scoreboard shows Richland 19, Wall-High 9, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Do you enjoy listening to classical music? You should check out KHSS2 94.1 FM. KHSS2 is Walla Walla's classic FM. It's the greatest music ever written by the greatest composers who ever lived. Actually, it's more than that. KHSS2 also has news at the top of the hour and some of the greatest daily features you'll find anywhere. Features that are interesting and will make you think. Give KHSS2 Classic FM a try at 94.1 on your FM dial. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Wahai Blue Devils on KGDC 1320 AM. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Blue Devils Radio. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs. In the Walla Walla Valley, call Chase Hessler, George Hessler, Hank Worden, Sam Wells, or Lawson Knight. Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
KGDC Walla Walla.
The second quarter is presented by our good friend and former Wall-High athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Welcome back to the Wall-High Gym. I'm Roy Elia. At the moment, it is all Richland. The Lady Bombers leading the Lady Blue Devils by a score of 19-9. The Bombers with 7 first quarter field goals, 2 from Bruce Reed territory. The Blue Devils with 3 field goals in the first period, 2 from Bruce Reed range. Leading scorers in the contest, Fox with 9 for Richland. Milam has 7. Leading the Blue Devils with a half dozen is Cammie Martin. As we begin the second quarter, Blue Devils send out Carly Martin, Jalen Davenport, Miriam Hutchins, Maddie Riebel, and Lauren Bergevin. The Bombers will inbound on the far sideline to begin the second period of play. Ball comes into Milam. Picked up by Carly Martin. Pass on the far side. With the ball is Smith. Smith will drive into the lane, get it on the near side for a set shot from the near side that is not good by Rowe. And the Blue Devils clear the rebound. Far side, it's Bergevin with a basketball. Spin move on Cukes. Gets away from Cukes temporarily on the near side, and she is bodied, fouled, and now they call the retaliation on Lauren Bergevin. Lauren Bergevin called for that foul. The defender all over her, no foul was called. Then Lauren retaliated, and that was called. Tough break for the Blue Devils, and here come the Bombers. Leading 19-9. Near side, Milam with a basketball. Drives near side by everybody. Lays it up. No. Offensive foul is called as she ran over Lauren Bergevin that time down in the low post. Milam with her first foul. Team's fourth. Cammie Martin to re-enter the Blue Devil lineup. She'll replace Lauren Bergevin. Nice job that time by Lauren to take the charge inside and draw Richland's 4th team foul here in the first half. The Devils facing some backcourt pressure. Ball looped on the near side to Carly Martin. Pass deflected, taken by Revel near the midcourt line. Richland in a lady-to-lady defense. Here's Revel with a basketball. She'll drive into the lane, near side to Davenport. Davenport on the wing to Carly Martin, down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. She'll drive in deep on the right-hand side, but ball deflected, but it's taken by Martin off to Revel, and the shot clock runs out. The Blue Devils turn it over. And Richland will get the basketball back after the Wall High misfortune. Here's Cukes, front court. Wearing 0 on that handsome green Richland jersey. It's off to Milo. Back on the near side to Cukes. Lauren Bergevin in for the Blue Devils with the next dead ball. Far side, Milam with the basketball. In the far corner, it goes to Smith. Hands it off to Milam. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Smith on the dribble. Stops near side. Nice pass inside. Lay-in put up and good with 1 second on the shot clock by Rowe. Richland again using the 30-second shot clock beautifully. They run it down to a final second. And in that final second, Rowe lays the ball up and in. 21-9 the Bombers, and now a foul on Richland. And that foul is called on Milam, her second, team's 5th. Lauren Bergevin in for the Blue Devils. Fox returns for Richland. Carly Martin comes to the Blue Devil sideline with 6:05 remaining in the second quarter. 21-9 in favor of Richland. Ball into Revel. Maddie Revel on the dribble against Smith. Stops. Bounce it high post to Hutchins. Hutchins against Schultz. Pass inside is a good one to Jaylyn Davenport. Jaylyn lays the ball up and in. It's 21-11 in favor of Richland. Beautifully done in the half court by the Blue Devils. Here's Smith with a basketball. Pass inside, deflected by Bergevin, but right to Fox. But her lay-in attempt is off the back of the rim, and the Blue Devils get the rebound. Revel, a pass on the far side to Bergevin. Lauren will drive into the lane, kick it near side Davenport. Shot on the way is good for 2. Just off the near baseline. Jaylyn Davenport with the field goal and a timeout called by Richland with 5:16 remaining in the second quarter. Richland 21, Wall High 13. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters. 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
The word about Fazari's Pizza has gone global,
and we thought you should be able to order on your mobile.
So we took Fazari's.com
down to the size of your palm.
Grab your Android or iPhone and click on Fazari's.com.
For a sandwich, pasta, or pizza, that's the bomb.
Just push this button and place your order.
And you can even order extra and be a Fazari's hoarder.
Oh, boys, only you could make a smartphone sound so tasty.
Mamma mia.
Fazari's finest on Bridge Street in Clarkston.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Be sure to mark your calendars. April 22nd, the 3rd annual Big Blue Boosters fundraising dinner and auction. Should be a fun event. Again, it's April the 22nd. It'll be here before you know it. Out of the timeout period, a steal by Cammie Martin. Down the near side she goes, and she is bodied and fouled as we welcome you back to the Wall High Gym. I'm Roy Elia. Lady Bombers pick up their 6th team foul, and that one is called on Smith, her 2nd. Lady Blue Devils trailing the Lady Bombers 21-13. 5 minutes, 2 seconds remaining to be played in the second quarter. Cammie Martin to the stripe for 2 shots. The first is off the front of the rim, no good. Substitution for Richland. Hea Chung enters. Hea Chang, I should say, enters the Richland lineup as Cammie Martin prepares for free throw number 2. It is up, and that one is off the rim, no good. High for the rebound is Davenport. Outstanding rebound that time by Jaylyn. She outworked Schultz that time on the glass. Bergevin far side, 3 on the way. Yes, bam! Off an assist by Revel. Bruce Reed, 3 for Lauren Bergevin. For Lauren, that is her 20th tray of the season, and it's now a 21-16 ball game in favor of Richland. Here's a pass inside to Fox. Lane put up, no good. Rebound deflected to the far side, taken up by the Bombers. Now it's up top, Cukes just inside the free throw line. Out front for Fox. Fox against Cammie Martin. Far side, Cukes. She'll drive into the lane. She'll be tied up, but she'll also be fouled with 1 second on the shot clock. Tough break for the Blue Devils. That reach-in foul is called on Maddie Riebel. Her second, the team's 7th, and it will mean a free throw or perhaps free throws for Richland. Kylie Hughes will shoot 1-1. Free throw, good. She got the front end of the 1-1. Did the young lady who wears number 0 on her jersey, but I'm sure in Bomber Nation she's number 1 in their hearts. As she misses the second free throw, Hutchins gets the rebound, loses the ball to Schultz, and then it's taken right back by Hutchins. Now Riebel possesses the basketball in the backcourt, passing the far side to Bergevin. Lauren Bergevin off to Maddie Riebel. 22-16 in favor of Richland. We're at the midway point of the second quarter. It's your American Financial Network scoreboard update. Here's Bergevin driving from the far side. Runner is off the mark. Might have been some contact, but no whistle. Here is Fox on the far side to Rowe. Now the ball inside. Rowe. Now they swing it up top to the Bombers to Cukes, and Cukes is going to be called for traveling after accepting a pass from the near side by Chang. Blue Devils get it back on the Bomber Boo-Boo. Bergevin inbounds to Riebel. Maddie Riebel with the basketball. 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter. 22-16 in favor of Richland. Cammie Martin far side, closely guarded by Fox, needs help. Pass off to Bergevin. Bergevin against Chang, near side to Riebel. Riebel drives, cut off on the baseline, puts up a jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds by Jalen Davenport. And it will be Bomber ball. Substitution for the Blue Devils. Carly Martin in for Maddie Riebel. Scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkins and Tom Shaw, American Financial Network, by West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Richland with the basketball and a 22-16 lead over the Blue Devils, and there's a good, strong drive to the goal and a strong finish for 2 by Mackenzie Schultz, who is now in the scoring column. And Richland leads by 8, 24-16. Far side with the basketball, Cammie Martin up top to Lauren Bergevin. Bergevin will try a long three from out front. It's good! Oh, my! Lauren Bergevin, a long-distance three up. Bruce Reed, 3 makes it 24-19 in favor of Richland. 2:23 and counting the time remaining to be played in the second quarter. Shot from the far side by Fox is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected to Cammie Martin. She's double teamed in the backcourt, bounce it on the far side to Bergevin. In the front court it goes to Cammie Martin. Martin into the lane, drives all the way. She cannot finish, but she is fouled. That's number 7 on Richland. And the first on Rowe. 2 shots upcoming for Cammie Martin. The first is good. 24-20 in favor of Richland. Blue Devils at the moment have limited the Bombers to just 5 points here in the second quarter. Second free throw by Cammie Martin is also good. She is now shooting 70% on the season, 21 of 30. And it's a 24-21 ball game in favor of Richland. Here's Fox on the far side, goes all the way, throws it up with the left hand and missed it. Rebound off to Davenport. Now to Carly Martin. Far side, Bergevin. Between the rings, Carly Martin, the ball through her hands, but she recovers near side. Carly Martin still on the dribble, near side to Cammie. Back out front to Carly, high post to Davenport, inside for Miriam Hutchins. The ball knocked away and stolen by Richland. well-intentioned, but a turnover on the Blue Devils. 24-21 Richland, 1:22 and counting left in the second quarter. Fox pulls up for a free throw line jumper that's off the back of the rim. The rebound comes off to Hutchins, now to Carly Martin. Carly on the dribble. 1 battling 0 in this case. Martin against Cukes. So up top to Cammie, back on the near side to Carly. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Carly Martin still on the dribble with 6 on the shot clock with 5. Pass on the near side, deflected out of bounds by Fox, away from Cammie Martin, and it will be Blue Devil ball. Substitution for Richland. Morrow re-enters for Fox. Riebel and Harvey back for the Blue Devils. And checking out, Cammie Martin and Jalen Davenport. 3 seconds on the shot clock. 50.7 on the game clock. 24-21 in favor of Richland. Ball inbounded to Carly Martin. 1 second on the shot clock. Going to launch it from near midcourt. It's short and goes out of bounds. Ball back to Richland after an empty Blue Devil possession. Ball comes in to Kylie Cukes. She'll pass the midcourt area to Chang. Now they get it inside to the Bombers. Shot put up and missed by Rowe. Offensive rebound taken by Richland. Shot on the far side, put up and good for 3. An uncontested 3. A Bruce Reed 3 for Schultz from the far side after Richland claims an offensive rebound. And the Bombers up by 6, 27-21. Down to 15 seconds left in the quarter. The shot clock is off. Far side with the basketball is Bergevin. On the wing to Paige Harvey. Down to 6 seconds, down to 5. Pass inside for Carly Martin. Off her hand, taken by Richland. Taken by Rowe. Rowe's pass, a careless pass in the backcourt, is knocked away by Riebel. And here at the halftime, the scoreboard shows Richland 27, Walleye 21. We now invite you to stay tuned for the land title of Walla Walla County halftime report. We'll have it for you after we step aside for a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Hi, this is Julie Doty. My family owns Walla Walla Transmission on Bennett Street, just north of West Rose. I'd tell you about our current specials, except, well, we don't have any. We realize that monthly specials won't earn your trust or your business. Our goal is to earn your business through exceptional customer service and the highest quality transmission work you'll find anywhere in the valley. If you're having tranny trouble, we can help. Come see us at Walla Walla Transmission and give our crew a chance to earn your business. Walla Walla Transmission, 204 Bennett Street, Walla Walla.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities.
It's time for this week's Walla Walla Public Schools Focus on Education. Here's Mark Higgins.
Pioneer Middle School Principal Chris Duncan says this month's iReady winter exams in reading and math play a key role in student achievement.
The better picture we get of our students' abilities here at this winter diagnostic, the better we can cater the services to make sure our kids are ready for next year's challenges. Which is why it's so important that students take this assessment so seriously and work and do their very, very best.
January is School Board Recognition Month. Vice President Kathy McCarran says service is part of her family's legacy.
It's a little bit of family tradition. My mother is a 3-term former school board member, and so I follow in her footsteps, and what she's given to the community, I want to give back to the community as well.
And finally, Wahai student Claire Laville says the new year looks different than last year at this time.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people really pull through after COVID, and now it feels like people are really being like teenagers again.
And that's Walla Walla's Focus on Education.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And back once again at the Wahai Gym, I'm Roy Elia. The Wahai Blue Devil girls trailing the Richland Bombers here at halftime, 27-21. And we welcome you to our halftime report presented by our good friend Phil Wasser, a land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land title of Walla Walla County handles all kinds of real estate transactions, both commercial and private, including broker and for sale by owner transactions. Land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. And we commence our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report with halftime statistics. They're presented by our good friend and Wall High alum Jay Babbitt at the MacArthur Company.
Just a reminder that no artificial noise,
I was trying to put my letterman jacket, but I didn't have a letterman jacket. They can have one right here.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I can have your attention, please, we will commence this between games ceremony. We greatly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, we come together, yes, for Mid-Columbia Conference basketball, but for a special reason as well. Tonight we honor one of the finest coaches that ever graced the campus of Walla Walla High School. His name, maybe you know him, Jim Thacker, right here. What a fabulous coaching career. Think about it. 36 seasons, 500 plus wins, and 3 state championships. This remarkable run began in Gooding, Idaho in 1970. He coached the Senators to back-to-back state championships. From there, it was on to OMAC for 2 seasons. And then, as fate would have it, came to Walla Walla to start an incredible coaching career in 1975. His first season was a bit tumultuous, no question about it. A sub-500 record, but who would have thought that that team would achieve something incredible? How about an 8th place finish? No, not in conference, 8th at state. It is the first and only time in the history of WIAA Class 4A basketball that a team with a sub-500 record plays in the state tournament. Now fast forward, if you will, to 1983. Another state tournament appearance for the Wahai boys. A district championship clinched at Pasco. A regional championship won over Shadle Park in an incredible buzzer-beating game at Walla Walla Community College's Dietrich Dome. And then it was on to the state tournament. The Blue Demons, as they were referred to by the Seattle press, had no chance, they said, against a perennial powerhouse. Well, Garfield did win that championship game, but it took multiple overtimes for Garfield to prevail over the Blue Devils on that Saturday evening in March. And paraphrasing Coach Thacker after that contest, Seattle found out, boy did they find out, that it took a hell of a team to beat the Blue Devils. Was a memorable year. Coach Thacker guided the Blue Devils to a 6th place finish in the state tournament. This Blue Shoes Ball Club certainly had an air for excitement. 4 wins by a single point, 2 wins in triple overtime, and 2 wins at the buzzer. That team won both league and district championships, and that season was spiced by huge standing room only crowds, which ultimately led to the citizens of this community passing a bond to build this beautiful facility that we have enjoyed here since 1991. Over the next several years, Coach Thacker's Blue Devils qualified for the state tournament on 4 occasions. The ultimate prize was realized in 1998-99. The Blue Devils, thanks in part to the contributions of state tournament MVP Kyle Bankhead claimed the program's first state championship since 1952. And what an incredible run it was. In order, down went defending state champion Garfield, down went Enumclaw, down went top-ranked and undefeated Evergreen of Vancouver, and last but certainly not least, in the championship game, matchup zone notwithstanding, a 55-39 victory over the Ferris Saxons. Following that incredible season, Coach Thacker led the Blue Devils to 2 more state placings. 8th in 2003 and 7th in 2004. After the 2005 season, Coach Thacker moved on to become the head coach at Lake City High School in Port Delaney. During his first season there, he achieved his 500th career coaching victory. By the end of 2008, Coach Thacker decided to ride off into the sunset, if you will, and he was inducted later that summer into the State Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and deservedly so. Legacy secured 534 victories, 3 state championships. Not a bad 36-year run. But more importantly than that, when we talk about legacy, let's also think about the many lives that he touched and shaped and changed. 2 such individuals, Kyle Bankhead and Earl Stroifer. Kyle, who is currently an assistant coach at the University of San Francisco, could not be with us this evening, but he has produced a video presentation that we now have for your viewing pleasure.
First and foremost, congratulations to Coach Thacker. Obviously, I wish I could be there on such an occasion, but as he knows, the demands of coaching make it hard for me to get away. This is actually my 15th year in coaching, and I think I finally understand Coach Thacker's commitment to his student athletes. I saw it firsthand. You know, he would get up at 6 in the morning, meet me and John Wolf at the gym at 6:30. Him and Coach Stroifer would lace him up against me and John, 2-on-2 until we had to go to class. And I'm telling you, that was for the betterment of us, me and John. Obviously, I want to thank him and Stroy. We wanted to get a workout in as well, but I think it was for the betterment of us. And then, you know what? He would open the gym that night, 6:30 to 8 p.m., which makes it hard. Those are long hours. Takes away from personal life, takes away from family time. Those are the demands of coaching. And I don't think a lot of people realize the amount of time he put into Walleye basketball. He was an outstanding coach, and the time he put in was very hard to understand. So now, that doesn't mean that he was going to be successful. I know he went through some really hard times as a coach, as I think we all do. But that didn't limit the amount he poured into his team and poured into his players. And I think it's obvious when the 1998-99 team rolled around, a team that truly embraced his toughness and his style of play. I think that was finally the time everybody was able to see the type of coach he was. That combination led the team to the best season in Walleye athletics history, which obviously everybody knows the 1999 state championship was a monumental achievement, which was led by Coach Thacker. Without him, there was no chance for that to be possible. And to this day, if you ask me or any of my teammates on that team, I know we would say that was our greatest accomplishment and our favorite memory on the basketball court was winning that state championship. And that credit goes to Coach Thacker. He was an outstanding coach, He believed in us. He was hard on us. He made us accountable, which is extremely important. So if you roll down the line, you talk to any of the guys that were on that team, they would say that was a great, probably the greatest moment in their athletic lives. So, Thacker, thank you for those moments. Now, all the basketball aside, the greatest attribute of Coach Thacker is he genuinely cared about his players. To this day, I still receive texts and a little bit of coaching advice every week from him. So, of course, I appreciate that and know, and to be honest, I still listen to his coaching, although I've been doing this for a long time. So, outside of my father figure, Coach Thacker has been the biggest male influence in my life. Words can't express how thankful I am for him. That deserves every and any coaching honor he receives. And the one thing I know for sure is that his name and his legacy will always be tied to Walla Walla High School basketball. Congrats again, Coach Thack. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, and you deserve this. And tonight, Big Blue, let's get that done.
You know, perhaps we're hundreds of miles away from the Bay Area. That notwithstanding, let's, one big round of applause. Once a Blue Devil, always a Blue Devil. Have a big hit. Now it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce a former Blue Devil assistant, Walla High basketball star, and a gentleman who has graced Art Daywall Gym for a quarter century or so, and what a job he has done as the head bomber. Recently, he achieved win number 400 of his fabulous career. Ladies and gentlemen, Earl Schwarber.
Wow. Well, so easy, Jace. It's going to be all right. So, first of all, this will not be near as long as Kyle Hank is. I know you guys want to play, and so do I. And by the way, back when I used to kick the tar out of those guys in the morning. Am I right? That's right. That is right. You know, I could go on. I could talk forever about Jim Thacker because he's probably, in my professional career and my personal life, one of the biggest influences for me on so many different levels. Not only as a basketball coach, but as a father and a person, and just an educator and a way, just a human being. He taught me how to interact with people. He taught me how to play basketball. He taught me how to coach. One of the first things I learned from him is to be a good assistant, you have to always be ready. In fact, he used to be a little fiery on the bench occasionally. Now, you guys know I'm going to do that. I'm just calm, cool, and collected. He's got his glasses on right now, but occasionally when you get fired up, you take those glasses, and usually at an official's call, perhaps, you take those glasses and you slam them on the ground. Now, a good assistant pays attention to that, just snatches those and hands them to him. Puts them back on, and we continue to play. I got lucky to be a player for him, and a guy that I think I said this to somebody the other day, that he was the first coach that I ever played for that wanted to win more than I did, every sinking day. I mean, that guy just wanted to win. And he taught me how to win the right way. He taught me how to coach guys up and how the idea that you can beat anybody if you just prepare better. And it's paid off for me as a coach, and as a parent, and in so many other ways. And I think that it's hard to understand how big an impact he's had on, all of these people here tonight that came to this event. I mean, I just happen to be a basketball coach, so here I am. But John Golden and, all these other guys that came in tonight, Kel Jar and Andy Jameson, and all these dudes that have played for him, he's impacted them in so many different ways. And so, I'm not going to say go Big Blue tonight, but we are going to get after it. We're going to play the right way. And congratulations, dude. Just I'm so happy for you. Mean the world to me. Love you.
Let's give it up again for Earl Stryker, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that concludes this ceremony, unless the man of the hour wants to say a word or two. Now, we can continue doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Packer. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Jim Packer.
lineup. Now we present you with the Richland starting lineup. Those starting lineups were presented by Walla Walla County Commissioner and local farmer Todd Kimball. The next time you see Todd, ask him how he's doing. And he'll likely reply, better than I deserve. That's going to do it for our pregame show. It was presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkes and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, recognized in 2021 as one of this country's top 100 mortgage companies. Carlos and Tom have 50-plus years of combined experience in the Walla Walla Valley and would relish the opportunity to serve you. American Financial Network, financing the American dream at 5 William Street, 304 in Walla Walla. We'll return to the Wahai Gym for more after we step aside for another commercial break. This time, we'll break away for 3 minutes. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Happy New Year. Hi, this is Sheila from Walla Walla's Postal Annex, and I want to thank you for another great year. Is your resolution this year to clean out those old business papers and private documents? Let us shred those papers for you. Here and secure shredding service for just 99 cents a pound. And if you have any post-holiday shipping or returns, we can help you with wrapping, packing, and shipping too. Come see us soon at Postal Annex in the Plaza Way Shopping Center, Walla Walla.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special rate. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
Listening to classical music on the radio is almost a religious experience. For far too long, however, the only way to experience classical music on the radio was via NPR. KHSS2 94.1 FM changes all of that. Walla Walla's Classic FM brings you beautiful classical music, real news at the top of every hour, and daily features that are uplifting and informative. KHSS2 Classic FM will change the way you listen to the radio. Check out Walla Walla's Classic FM at 94.1 on your FM dial. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Wahai Blue Devils on KGDC 1320 AM. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Blue Devils Radio. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs. In the Walla Walla Valley, call Chase Hessler, George Hessler, Hank Worden, Sam Wells, or Lawson Knight. Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
You're crazy hungry with an appetite like a lion, not a mouse.
You want mad filling pizza toppings, then you want a house.
Salami, olives, mushrooms, and a rockin' tons of pepperoni.
Plus beef, Italian sausage. The house ain't frontin', ain't no phony.
Roll to Fazari's for the house. See us, give us a shout.
It's old school good pizza. Word. Peace out.
You boys, so retro.
Mamma mia.
Fazari's finest on Bridge Street in Clarkston and Fazaris.com.
Do it like that.
Give the gift that keeps on giving. Quality vehicle service and repair at Walla Walla Transmission. We service all makes and models with ASE certified technicians who have decades of experience. We can repair it all, from your large diesel 4x4s to your high-performance sports cars and everything in between. Walla Walla Transmission provides complete auto repair and service. Call today to learn more. 525-8710. That's 525-8710. Walla Walla Transmission, just north of West Rose Street at 204 Bennett, Walla Walla.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And back once again at the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia, just about set to begin this Mid-Columbia Conference boys basketball game between the Wahai Blue Devils and Richland Bombers. In an earlier action this evening, both the Wahai girls varsity and junior varsity teams were deceived. The baby Blue Devils lost to Richland 37. The Wahai girls varsity lost to Richland by a score of 58 to 44. The Blue Devil boys hoping for much better fortune than their female counterparts, but it's not going to be an easy task as Richland comes into this game undefeated in Mid-Columbia Conference play, 7-0. The Bombers are 9-2 overall. The Blue Devils, in the meantime, are 4-3 in conference play overall, a record of 5-6. Thursday night in Kennewick, defeated by the Lions, a final score of 62-53. A contest that wasn't nearly that close, quite frankly. Kennewick had a 20-plus point lead after 3 quarters of play. The Blue Devils had a strong fourth quarter, but it was not nearly enough to overcome what Kennewick had achieved in the first 3 quarters of that contest. We're going to step aside for another commercial break and be back to the Walleye Gym. Glad you're with us. Let's pause for 3 minutes, and then we shall return. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit Country. No limits, just possibilities. Walla Walla Electric has been serving the Walla Walla area since 1975. Call the experts at Walla Walla Electric for all of your electrical needs. They specialize in residential electrical service, whether it's computer and data cable wiring, fiber optic cabling, telephone and voicemail systems, home theaters, pools, hot tubs, spas, or whatever your electrical service needs, Walla Walla Electric can help you. Call Walla Walla Electric at 525-8672. That's 525-8672. Did you know that the first air conditioner was not created for cooling purposes? It was actually designed to control humidity. Air conditioners have come a long way since then, and they do so much more. The latest Carrier systems not only regulate moisture, they also keep you comfortably cool and improve indoor air quality. If you're in the market for a new air conditioner, ask the team at Grassy Refrigeration for their advanced options from Carrier. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700. Why do so many people listen to KGDC and KGDC2? Could it be our market exclusives on the top 2 names in conservative news? KGDC 92.9 FM, 10 minutes of Fox News each and every hour. And KGDC2 102.3 FM is the exclusive home of townhall.com radio news. Plus, our stations have market exclusives on powerful features such as Breakpoint, Focus on the Family Minute, Dr. James Flash, Family Talk, and more. 92.9 FM and 102.3 FM, the best radio in all of it.
Ready to make some big changes? In design, you understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
Did you know that D.A. Davidson has been in business for over 86 years? Behind our history is a solid balance sheet and a legacy of community involvement. That means we encourage our financial advisors like Bill Feener and Brandon Zarro to volunteer throughout Walla Walla and give back to the causes that matter most. When planning your financial future, why not connections? Come visit Bill and Brandon at 102 Wealth Management, member of D.A. Davidson Company, member SIPC.
And we're back once again at the Walleye Gym. I'm Roy Elia. The team introductions are continuing, so we're going to take another commercial break and then be back to the Walleye Gym for the start Mid-Columbia Conference boys basketball game between the Walleye Blue Devils and Richland Bombers. This time we're going to step aside for a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
McDonald's Zarin Insurance provides for all of your insurance needs, including commercial, winery, farm, crop, auto, flood, life, health, long-term care, renters, and homeowners insurance. The McDonald's Zarin team includes more than 20 agents offering professional advice on all types of insurance matters. Give Dan Baffney, Kevin Baffney, Doug Borth, Sean Borth, or David Borth a call today at 525-5730. Located at 22 East Main Street in Walla Walla, that's McDonald's Zarin Insurance. This team works for you. The cold weather is here. Stock up on winter products from L&G Ranch Supply, like stock tank heaters for the animals. For pets, find heated beds and bowls, as well as Science Diet pet food. For you or as a gift, find tough insulated Carhartt bibs, jackets, and sweatshirts, and a full line of winter work gloves. Get rid of ice on driveways and sidewalks with Wilbur Ellis brand Ice Melt. Shop L&G Ranch Supply for your winter products today. Your local True Value store, East Isaacs Avenue in Walla Walla.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And here's the Wahai Fight Song. Nice crowd on hand this evening, as you might expect. Former Boyd coach Jim Thacker, honored in a ceremony between games, was delighted to be master of ceremonies for that particular event, and what a terrific event it was. The recognition of a fantastic person and a fantastic coach. Our first quarter this evening presented by our good friend and former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. And Richland controls the tip, and this contest is underway. We are underway at 8:04 on this Tuesday evening. Here's Westerfield inside, and the big man rolls to the goal for two after getting a pass out front. Beautifully done by the 6'10"er. And now a stoppage in play due to a shot clock snafu. Now it is set 30 seconds, and the Blue Devils inbound. Here comes Ken Higgins. He's closely guarded on the near side by Woodard. Josh Woodard, that is, near side to McKinney. McKinney against Westerfield. Bodies him, but no foul called. McKinney misses a shot badly off the glass. In the far corner, here's Northrop for three. It's off the glass, off the iron, no good. Rebound off to Gardia. The Great Dane out of the backcourt on the dribble against Vopolinski. In the far corner to Sullivan. He'll drive into the lane. Stop. And put it up with the left hand. It's short. Rebound off to McKinney. Put back in the lane. No, but a foul is going to be on Richland. And that's on Forbes. And the Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline in front court. 53 seconds in to the first period. Richland 2, the Blue Devils, no score. Here's Daniel Corum in the lane. Stops, looks, gets it up top to Sullivan. Guarded by Ford, tries on the near side, got around him that time, missed the lay-in, rebound Western, far side, it goes to Northrop. Northrop on the near side, Vopolinski, jumper on the way is good. Nice, smooth delivery that time on the near wing by Vopolinski. Richland up 4-0. Far side, here's Corum driving, gets it in the near corner, Sullivan, Will spots up for three, yes sir! 3-3 from the near corner for Will Sullivan. It's a 4-3 ball game in favor of Richland. Just over a minute and a half in to the first period. Driving far side, laying the ball up and in beautifully is Josh Woodard. Woodard with his first two of the game. Here comes Gardia the other way. Gardia in the lane, puts it up short. Rebound comes off to Josh Woodard. Woodard court near side Northrop, up top to Westerfield. Now it's on the far side to Forbes. In the far corner, Vopolinski, a three in and out, a heartbreak. Rebound deflected by Westerfield, saved by Gardia to Sullivan. Now it's off to Daniel Corum. Corum down the dribble, stops up top to Sullivan. Sullivan driving on the near side, loops it up top for Corum. Corum will drive into the lane, throw it up. Westerfield influenced the shot that time. The shot not close for Corum. Richland comes the other way. Northrop on the near side. Pass inside. Nice play. Lay-in put up and good by Forbes. Forbes got by his man that time, laid the ball up and in, and Richland up 8-3. 2.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's McKinney with the basketball. Going to challenge Westerfield. Puts it up over the big man. No, but a foul is going to be called on the big 6'10" forward. Trey McKinney will shoot two. Trey, a 56% free throw shooter on the season. Averages 8 points per ball game. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. It remains 8-3 Richland. 5:21 remaining to be played in the first quarter. Delighted to have you with us for our Blue Devil basketball coverage this evening from the Wall-High Gym. Second free throw by McKinney is missed. A tip by Sullivan keeps it alive. McKinney alertly gets possession of the ball after the tip by Sullivan. He lays the ball up and in and is fouled. And he's fouled by Westerfield. That's 2 on the big man and 2 on the Bombers. Substitution for Richland. Brock Stroifert into the ball game for Westerfield. Trey McKinney will look to complete a three-point play. Nice job that time by Sullivan. The missed free throw, the deflection, and then the finish by McKinney. And the foul on Westerfield. The free throw is an air ball and goes out of bounds. And the score holds at 8-5 in favor of Richland. Remaining in the first quarter. Forbes with the basketball in backcourt. Near side to Woodard. Woodard on the near wing it goes to Stroifert. Stroifert around a pick. Bankhead stays with him. Now it's on the near side. Northrup. Off to Vopolinski. Now to Stroifert. Far side. Three-pointer put up and missed. That one by Woodard. And the ball goes out of bounds far side, and it will be Blue Devil ball. 4:53 remaining first period. 8-5 in favor of Richland. Will Sullivan front court against Stroifert. Hands it off far side to Higgins. Higgins at the high post up top to Corum. Corum will drive into the lane. Left-handed lay-in. Sullivan looks to keep it alive. Knocks it out of bounds inside. Richland ball. Northrup to inbound. Does so to Stroifert. Brock Stroifert. Guarded by Will Sullivan. Far side to Woodard. Back up top to Stroifert. Gets it down low with the basketball is Forbes. Shot put up and missed. Rebound deflected once, twice, and out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Richland. And it will be Blue Devil ball. Richland will pick up in the backcourt. Ball into Gardia. The Great Dane cuts to the middle of the floor on the dribble. Guarded by Vopolinski. Goes to the near side, hands it off near side. The ball stolen by Woodard. Woodard against Higgins. Goes to the other end, lays the ball up and in with the left hand. Woodard with 4 in the game, and it's 10-5 in favor of Richland. The Bombers in the Blue Devil turnover. Your American Financial Network. Richland 10, Wall-High 7. And Will Sullivan flashes in the goal from the far side for 2. Low block. Shot put up and missed. Down to the low block by Northrup. And the Blue Devils come away with it. Here's Corum near side. Near corner to Sullivan. Next time it's dead. Valencia Alvarado will check in for Richland. Here's Sullivan near side around Stroifert. He's fouled from behind by Stroifert. Fouled in the act of shooting was Will Sullivan. And he will shoot 2. That's 4 fouls in the first half on him. 2.5 minutes remaining first period. 7 in favor of Richland. Free throw by Will is good. The scoreboard update earlier in the quarter presented by our good friends Carlos Jaques and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network. 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Second free throw by Will Sullivan, no good. The score holds at 10-8 in favor of Richland. 3:20 and counting left first quarter. Valencia Alvarado gets it up top to Woodard on the far side to Stroifert. Free throw line extended in the far corner to Woodard. Back up top to Stroifert. Stroifert. Swing on the near side to Vopolinski after getting a pass from Valencia Alvarado. Now it's up top to Stroyford. A long three on the wing. It's off the rim, no good. And the rebound off to Gardia. Far side to Sullivan. On the far wing, it goes to Corum. Corum driving on Stroyford. Bounce pass inside for Higgins. Reverse lane, it's good! 9-10. Richland quickly the other way. Vopolinski runs over McKinney. Offensive foul! Holy Toledo! Just when it looked like it was going to be an easy transition opportunity for Richland, Trey McKinney said, and Vopolinski steamrolls him and is called for the offensive foul. That is the first on Vopolinski, the fifth on Richland. Far side, Higgins, three on the way. Yes! Bruce Reed, three for Higgins. Gives the Blue Devils a 13-10 lead, and now we're going to have a blocking foul called on Higgins as he fouled driving Forbes. And for Ken Higgins, that's personal foul number one, team foul number one, and Forbes will shoot two. 27 left in the first. The next opportunity, Kahiao Helm will put the Blue Devils the first free throw. That bounced twice off the front of the rim and off. Helm in for Sullivan with 2:27 remaining in the first, and we have a timeout on the floor. 2:27 left in the first. 13-10 the Blue Devils, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Owning a pet is a big responsibility that requires thought and planning on the prospective owner's part. Before bringing a new pet into your home, consider the following. Does your pet fit in with all members of your family, including infants, toddlers, and any senior citizens that may live with you? Can you cope with an animal that requires daily attention to food, exercise, and well-being? This message is brought to you by the Animal Clinic East, serving the Walla Walla Valley. Small animal veterinary medical needs.
KGDC Walla Walla.
Back at the Walleye Gym, I'm Roy Elia. 2:27 remaining first quarter. Blue Devils 13, Richland Bombers 10. Free throw by Forbes is good. Substitution for Richland. Northrup re-enters, and he replaces Forbes. 13-11 the Blue Devils. Richland will pick up in the backcourt. The ball into Higgins. Again, Higgins on the dribble against Woodard. Woodard cuts him off as he crosses the midcourt line, pass to McKinney. McKinney got away from Northrup. Northrup grabbed him and fouled him from behind. First personal, sixth team foul. And Helm will inbound for the Blue Devils on the near sideline front court. Ball comes into Gardia. Gardia is picked up by Vopolinski. Top of the key, McKinney. McKinney will drive into the lane and lay the ball up and in. McKinney with 4 in the game. 15-11 the Blue Devils. 2:01 and counting the time remaining to be played in the first period. Richland in possession. Bounce pass inside. Vopolinski lays it up and in, and he is fouled. Got a nice entry pass on the near side that time from Valencia Alvarado. And he is fouled from behind by Ken Higgins, who just picked up his second personal foul. And Vopolinski to the stripe for one shot. Here's the free throw by Vopolinski. It is good. Three-point play completed. Higgins to the sideline, replaced by Will Sullivan in the Walleye lineup. 15-14 the Blue Devils, just inside of 2 minutes remaining. First quarter. Gardia driving far side all the way to score! The Great Dane with his first 2 of the game. The Blue Devils lead 17-14. Vopolinski far side up top to Stroyford. Top of the key, near side to Woodard. Woodard closely guarded by Helm. Around a pick by Vopolinski. Helm stays with him. He'll drive near side anyway. Throw it up and miss it. Rebound deflected by Corum. Taken by Gardia. Gardia pass on the near side to Helm. Wide open 3 on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound deflected. And a foul going to be called. A rebounding foul on the Blue Devils. And that is called on McKinney for going over the back. His first and the team's third. Chris Norris into the ball game for the Blue Devils. He replaces Trey McKinney. In for Richland is Forbes, and he replaces Woodard. Josh Woodard, that is. There are 2 Woodards on the Richland roster. The other is named Jace. Bombers in possession. Blue Devils leading Richland 17-14, approaching the final minute, time remaining first period. Here's Stroyford, has the ball knocked away, recovers between the rings. Stroyford off to Valencia Alvarado. Near side, free throw line extended to Forbes. He'll drive near side, and he is going to be fouled in the act of shooting on his way to the basket. And that's on Helm. And stepping to the stripe for 2, the Jack Forbes. The first free throw on its way. Doink! Off the back of the rim, no good. Substitution for Richland. Connor Schultz into the ball game. He replaces Vopolinski. And Carter Chevelle into the wall high lineup for Dane Gardia. Free throw coming for Forbes. 54.6 seconds left, first period. The free throw is around and good. Sullivan front court. Drives near side, throws up a left-hander. It's blocked out of bounds by Forbes. Good defense that time by number 5 in green, and the Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline. 48 seconds left in the first. 17-15 the Blue Devils. Near corner Norris. Pass up top for Corum, knocked away by Northrup. Goes to the other end. Had it all knocked away, gets it in the lane. Short one on the way off the mark that time for Schultz. And the Blue Devils get the rebound. Helm on the far side to Chevelle. Carter Chevelle on the dribble. Hands it off far side to Will Sullivan. Far side Chevelle. Carter looks, gets it to Corum. Spin move on Northrup, goes into the lane. Nice look inside to Helm. Reverse lay-in is no good. Off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes off to Forbes of Richland. Forbes front court, far side to Stroyford, gets it up top to Northrup. 7 seconds left in the quarter. Now it's up top. Valencia Alvarado, a 3 on the way, is off the back of the rim, no good. High for the rebound is Helm. Has the ball stolen by Stroyford. Stroyford makes a reverse lay-in at the buzzer. A remarkable play by Stroyford. And here at the end of the first period, we are tied at 17 and 1 minute. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM at KGDC.
Doyle Electric delivers an amazing range of services and products to the Walla Walla Valley. Doyle Electric's 5 divisions all strive to satisfy every customer every time. Doyle Security and Electronics is the source for all your alarm system needs. The most up-to-date security systems, fire systems, door access, and CCTV systems available to keep you, your family, and business safe and secure now and in the future. The best products and service. Doyle Electric. We care about your safety.
Today's Union Bulletin offers you more ways to stay connected with your community, in print, on the web, or on social media. And now a full print replica edition is available online for subscribers. Visit the Union Bulletin on your favorite device to see local sports stories and photography, plus the most comprehensive news and information about our valley's people, places, and things to do. Support your home team community newspaper. Visit union-bulletin.com today.
Welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. Our second quarter is presented by our good friend and former Wahai athlete Darren Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Blue Devils inbound to begin the second period of play. A technical snafu has been squared away on the scoreboard. And here we go. That's on the far side to Chevelle from Sullivan. Chevelle inside for Sullivan on the back door. Left-handed lay-in by Will is good. Will with a game-high 8 points, and the Blue Devils lead 19-17. Vopolinski near side with the basketball. Off to Stroyford. Between the rings, hands it off to Vopolinski. Vopolinski picked up in a switch by Sullivan. Hands it off near side. Woodard, a 3 on the way is good. Bruce Reed, 3 for Woodard gives Richland a 20-19 lead. I believe it was a 3-point shot. Norris at the other end lays the ball up and in as the Blue Devils respond. And the Blue Devils back out in front, 21-20. Stroifert out front, a three straight away. Is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes off to Corum. Hands off to Chevelle. Chevelle into the front court with the basketball. Far side to Helm. Helm against Stroifert. Cut off by Stroifert. Loops it on the far side for Chevelle. In the far corner to Helm. Cahill into the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. Off the glass and good! Aloha! Helm with his first two of the game. 23-20, the Blue Devils, 6:48 counting the time remaining to be played in the second quarter. Stroifert with the basketball, hands it off to Northrup. Near side to Vopolinski. Vopolinski on the wing near side Woodard. Woodard gets around Helm into the lane, far corner Northrup, a three on the way, it's good. Bruce Reed, three for Northrup to tie the contest at 23-23. Chevelle far side around a pick by Norris. He'll drive near side. Stops in the lane far side to Norris. Norris dribbles to the free throw line. Looks, gets it off to Sullivan. Sullivan on the far side to Helm. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Helm on the far side. Cut off by Stroifert. Pass on the far side. Deflected out of bounds by Woodard. No. They say it went off of the Blue Devils and out of bounds, and it will be Richland ball. Vopolinski will inbound on the far sideline. The ball bounced in to Stroifert. On the near side, it goes to Northrup. Between the rings to Vopolinski. Dane Gardia in for the Blue Devils with the next dead ball. Far side, here's Woodard driving into the lane. Strip from behind. Ball goes out of bounds near side. Taken very nicely indeed with the left hand by assistant coach Spencer Hessler. Gardia in, Corum out of the Wahai lineup. Richland inbound on the near sideline. 5:53 remaining second quarter. We're tied at 23. Stroifert with a basketball. Looks, bounce it on the near side. With the basketball now is Forbes. Free throw line extended against Chris Norris. 2 seconds on the shot clock. He goes in, runs over Sullivan. Offensive foul! It's called on Forbes. Player control foul is his second. The 7th on the Bombers here in the first half. And the Blue Devils get the basketball back as Valencia Alvarado checks in to the Richland lineup for Brock Stroifert. 5:35 remaining in the second quarter. We are tied at 23. The ball into Chevelle. Picked up in the backcourt by Josh Woodard. Chevelle on the dribble. Left alone out front. Three straight away. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound run down on the far side by Sullivan. Now it's off to Chevelle. Carter Chevelle around a pick by Norris. Drives down the near side. Stops, looks, loops it up top to Will Sullivan. Sullivan near side with the basketball against Vopolinski. 13 on the shot clock. Far side Chevelle. Chevelle will drive into the lane. Chevelle reverse lay-in is incredible! Off the glass and good! Holy Toledo! Chevelle with his first two of the game. A miss at the other end by Richland, but a follow for Richland is good by an alert Josh Woodard. An initial miss. It was rebounded beautifully and put back beautifully to tie the contest at 25. Norris with a shot inside off the glass, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called on the Blue Devils as Helm reached in on Woodard and picked up his second personal foul, the team's fifth. Trey McKinney into the Blue Devil lineup for Chris Norris. Mateo Maxwell in for the Blue Devils, and he replaces Cahill Helm. Oh, that lay-in just moments ago by Carter Chevelle. Another highlight reel type play. Bombers in possession. Valencia Alvarado down in the low block. Shot over Chevelle. Off the glass is good. His first two of the game, and Richland up 27-25. Chevelle with the basketball. Around a pick by McKinney. Woodard stays with him. He drives far side, puts it up. He's fouled from behind by Woodard. That foul on Woodard is his first. Team's eighth. Carter Chevelle will shoot two, and we have a timeout called by Richland with 4:15 remaining in the second quarter. 27-25 Richland, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM at KGDC.
Hey Walla Walla Valley, it's Danny with Total Comfort Solutions. You know us as your local heating, cooling, and plumbing experts, but did you know we are a family-owned and operated company with an ever-growing team? In fact, we have positions open right now that don't require any previous experience in the industry. We're looking for applicants who will embody our core values: trustworthy and reliable, excellent customer experience, commitment to the team, and effective communication. To learn more, visit comfortrightdayornight.com.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
Back once again at the Wahai Gym, your American Financial Network scoreboard update. Richland 27, Wahai 25. The scoreboard update presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkes and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. Its NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Back to play here in the Wahai Gym, and again, delighted to have you with us for our Blue Devil basketball coverage this evening. Earlier this evening, both the Wahai girls junior varsity and varsity teams defeated. The JVs lost 40-37. The varsity girls lost 58-44. Out of the timeout period, a free throw by Carter Chevelle is around and good. Carter has 3 points in the game, and the Blue Devils to within a point, 27-26. Second free throw is also good. We're tied at 27. Into the front court, here's Forbes. Forbes all the way, runs over Maxwell, but a foul is going to be called on the Blue Devils. They say that Maxwell did not have position down low. That's his first foul, team 6th. And Forbes, after a strong drive to the basket, will shoot 2. Here's the free throw. It's good. And Richland leads 28-27. 4:08 remaining in the second quarter. Second free throw is also good. Forbes got them both. He is 4 for 6 in the game from the free throw line. Richland 5 out of 7. Chevelle with a pass inside, knocked away. It's taken by Richland. Valencia Alvarado down the far side. Left-handed lane is missed. Rebound off the Woodard, counts it inside for Northrop, who lays the ball up and in. 31-27 Richland. 3:43 and counting left in the second quarter. Carter Chevelle with the basketball. Bounce it far side to Gardia. Dane Gardia. Ball high overhead, now to Maxwell, near side to Chevelle. Carter Chevelle will drive. Far corner Maxwell, a 3 on the way, is off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound comes off to Woodard. Woodard with a pass on the far side for Bopolinski, deflected and out of bounds by the Blue Devils, and it will be Richland ball. Be sure to mark your calendars, April 22nd, the 3rd annual Big Blue Boosters fundraising dinner and auction. April 22nd. Mark your calendars now, if you would please. Daniel Corum subs in for the Blue Devils. He replaces Carter Chevelle, a 3 out front, put up and missed by Valencia Alvarado, and the Blue Devils clear. Blue Devils trailing 31-27, 3:10 and counting left in the second quarter. Gardia driving far side. He is slapped and fouled. And it's too bad because he got a pass off on the far side of Daniel Corum, who knocked down a 3. In any event, Josh Woodard whistled for the foul, his second, and he'll be replaced in the Richland lineup by Brock Stroyford. That's 19 fouls on Richland. Dane Gardia to shoot 1 and 1. The free throw is no good. And the rebound comes off to Forbes of Richland. Far side to Northrop. He'll drive into the lane, get on the near side. Vopolinski, a 3 on the way, and that's around and off. Rebound deflected, taken by Northrop. Near corner Stroyford, down the wing Vopolinski, inside for Northrop. Northrop spin move in the lane, far side Valencia Alvarado between the rings to Stroyford. Now on the near side, Vopolinski, free throw line extended, guarded by Trey McKinney. He'll drive on the near side, lay it up and in. And a quick timeout called by the Blue Devils with 2:42 remaining in the second quarter. Richland 33, Wahai 27, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters, 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
When it comes to life, there's so much to see. More to see than can ever be seen, in fact. That's why at Valley Vision, our mission is caring for your eyesight. Valley Vision is a full-service optometry clinic that uses the latest in computer and laser instrumentation. Your personal care is our way of life, our reason for being at Valley Vision. Seeing others your eyes won't believe our frame selection and styles. Valley Vision, 22 West Main Street, Walla Walla.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
Back once again at the Wahai Gym, I'm Roy Elia. The latter stages of the second quarter. Wahai Blue Devil boys trailing the Richland Bombers 33-27. Bombers now showing a zone look. Gardia gets a pass from the far side, and he is slashed across the wrist by Valencia Alvarado. His first team's 10th. Means a double bonus for the Blue Devils, and Dane Gardia will shoot 2. Dane on the season averaging 11.7 points per game. Free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Dane coming into the game a 70% free throw shooter. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Second free throw by Dane, and that one is no good. Blue Devils continue to struggle from the free throw line. The Blue Devils are now 3 for 10 in this ball game. Northrup with a pass inside, shot put up by Valencia Alvarado is good for 2. 35-27 in favor of Richland. Gardia up top, far side to Corum. Corum into the lane, drops it off inside for McKinney. Lay-in put up and good by Trey McKinney. He has a half deficit in the game, 35-29 in favor of Richland. 1:55 and counting, the time remaining to be played in the second quarter. Here's Woodard out front, shot on the way, in and out of Heartbreak. Rebound deflected, taken by Maxwell, hands it off to Sullivan. Will out of the backcourt on the dribble. Will go into the lane, stops. He was cut off by Northrup, and he is called for traveling. 1:39 left in the second quarter. Ball inbounded to Woodard. Far side Northrup, between the rings to Stroyford. Richland in possession of the ball and a 6-point lead. Vopolinski inside. Now they get it on the far side. Northrup, a 3 on the way is off. No good. Off the pass by Woodard. Here's Corum into the front court. Near side to Gardia. Dane Gardia into the lane, gets around his man, lays it up and in! Getting around Woodard that time. Gardia with 4, and now we have a pushing foul called near side on the Blue Devils. That one is called on Gardia, his first, team 7th. It will mean a 1-and-1 opportunity for Richland. And stepping to the free throw line will be Woodard. Josh Woodard with 9 points in the game thus far. Will shoot 1-and-1. A couple of deuces in the first quarter. He has 2 field goals here in the second quarter, including a tray. His first free throw is up and good. 36-31 Richland, 1:10 left in the second quarter. Chase Woodard will check in at the next dead ball. Shot is around and off, no good. Rebound off to McKinney. Now to Dane Gardia. Gardia slowly out of the backcourt on the dribble. Far side to Sullivan. Back to Gardia. Gardia far side. In the far corner for Sullivan. Ball knocked away. He recovers it. Now they get it up top to Corum. A 3 on the way is around and off, no good. McKinney tries to keep it alive. Maxwell keeps it alive. Gets it off to Gardia, who drives down the lane and scores! 36-33 Richland. 38 seconds and counting, the time remaining to be played in the second quarter. Vopolinski on the near side. He'll get it for a 3 on the way is off the side of the backboard. And the rebound comes off to McKinney and now to Gardia. Let's see if the Blue Devils go for the final shot of the quarter. Far side Sullivan got bumped on the far side, no whistle. Was forced to get rid of the ball sooner than he would have liked, and the ball off to Richland. So it's Richland that'll go for the final shot of the quarter unless they turn it over. Here's Stroifer with 6 seconds. Far side Woodard. Woodard nearly lost the ball. Spin move in the lane. Gets it in the near corner of Vopolinski for 3. It's good at the buzzer. That Bruce Reed 3 concludes the first half. And here at the halftime, the scoreboard shows Richland 39, Wahai 33. We now invite you to stay tuned for the land title of Walla Walla County Halftime Report. We'll have it for you after we step aside for a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM KGDC.
As time goes on, the pace of life seems to be ever increasing and more difficult to keep control of. The more we rely on time-saving devices such as computers and smartphones, the less time we seem to have. The secret to living a fulfilling life at a sustainable pace is perspective. And we at Walla Walla Presbyterian Church can help you find that perspective and keep hold of it. We invite you to join us Sunday mornings at Walla Walla Presbyterian Church. Visit wwpc.org to learn more. That's wwpc.org.
Happy New Year. Hi, this is Sheila from Walla Walla's Postal Annex, and I want to thank you for another great year. Is your resolution this year to clean out those old business papers and private documents? Let us shred those papers for you. Here at Postal Annex, we offer a safe and secure shredding service for just 99 cents a pound. And if you have any post-holiday shipping or returns, we can help you with wrapping, packing, and shipping too. Come see us soon at Postal Annex in the Plaza Way Shopping Center, Walla Walla.
It's time for this week's Walla Walla Public Schools Focus on Education. Here's Mark Higgins.
Pioneer Middle School Principal Chris Duncan says this month's iReady winter exams in reading and math play a key role in student achievement.
The better picture we get of our students' abilities here at this winter diagnostic, the better we can cater the services to make sure our kids are ready for next year's challenges. Which is why it's so important that students take this assessment so seriously and work and do their very, very best.
January is School Board Recognition Month. Vice President Kathy Mulcairn says service is part of her family's legacy.
It's a little bit of family tradition. My mother is a 3-term former school board member, and so I follow in her footsteps, and what she's given to the community, I want to as well.
And finally, Wahai student Reveal says the new year looks different than last year at this time.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people really pull through after COVID, and now it feels like people are really being like teenagers again.
And that's Walla Walla's Focus on Education.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And welcome back to the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. It is halftime. The Richland Bombers Blue Devils 39-33. And we now welcome you to our halftime report. It's presented by our good friend Phil Wasser at Land Title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land Title of Walla Walla County handles all kinds of real estate transactions, both commercial and private, including broker and for sale by owner transactions. Land Title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. We commence our Land Title of Walla Walla County halftime report with halftime statistics. They're presented by our good friend and Wahai alum Dave Abbott at the MacArthur Center. Pasco office serves the Tri-Cities area, Yakima Valley, and Northeast Oregon. MacArthur Company provides wholesale construction materials for residential roofing, commercial roofing, HVAC, mechanical insulation, and waterproofing products. Call 509-542-5837 for more. First half scoring. Richland Northrup with 5, Forbes 6, Josh Woodard with 10, Popolinski with 10, Valencia Alvarado with 4, Stroyford with 2, and Westerfield with 2. Richland with 15 goals in the first half, 3 from Bruce Reed territory. The Bombers 6 for 9 from the free throw line, and Richland was called for 10 personal fouls. For the Blue Devils, Dee Gardia 6, Carter Chevelle 4, Trey McKinney 6, Chris Norris 2, Kahiao Hill 2, Tim Higgins 5, Will Sullivan 8. Had 14 field goals in the first 2. Blue Devils an abysmal 30% from the free throw line, 3 out of 10. The Blue Devils were called for 7 personal fouls. Halftime statistics were presented by our good friend and Wahai alum Jay Babbitt at the MacArthur Company. The Tri-Cities area, Yakima Valley, and Northeast Oregon. The MacArthur Company provides wholesale construction materials for residential roofing, commercial roofing, HVAC, mechanical insulation, and waterproofing products. Call 509-542-5837 for more information. In our halftime score, Richland 39, Wahai 33. Coming up next, a Traeger Farm update. Land Title of Walla Walla County halftime report continues after 1 minute time. Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Need to make your house or apartment a little bigger? Hey, remodeling's expensive. All you need to do is store some of your stuff. And Burn Street RV and Mini Storage has the perfect size units for you. Burn Street RV and Mini Storage is located just off of Reese Avenue over by Memorial Golf Course, right here in Walla Walla. Call 520-1467 for more information on the available sizes. That's 520-1467. And if you mention that you heard this ad on the radio, you'll get a special link. Call now, 520-1467 for Burn Street RV and Mini Storage.
Do you enjoy listening to classic rock? You should check out KHSS2 94.1 FM. KHSS2 is Walla Walla's classic rock. It's the greatest music ever written by the greatest composers who ever lived. Actually, it's more than that. KHSS2 also has music. Some of the greatest daily features you'll find anywhere. Features that are interesting and make you think. Give KHSS2 Classic FM a try at 94.1 FM dial.
Again at the Wahai Gym, I'm Roy Maya. Richland Bombers leading the Wahai Blue Devils at halftime 39-33. We now continue our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report with a wrestling update presented by Krager Farms. The Krager family, along with all of Blue Devil Nation, appreciates the efforts of Wahai student athletes and coaches. Krager family, Blue Devils, the very best. Wahai boys and girls wrestlers will be competing against Richland this coming Thursday. Come on out and support Blue Devil Wrestling. Should be a very exciting duel between those Mid-Columbia Conference foes. Wahai boys wrestlers will then compete in the Rumble in the Valley this coming Saturday, and this weekend will be a busy one for the Wahai girls wrestlers as they compete in the Othello Lady Husky Invitational. Wrestling update presented by Krager Farms. The Krager family, along with all of Blue Devil Nation, appreciates the efforts of Wahai student athletes and coaches. Krager family wishes all Blue Devils the very best. In our halftime score, Richland 39, Wahai 33. We will conclude our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report after we step aside for a 1-minute timeout. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Wahai Blue Devils on KGDC 1320 AM. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement athletes receive from teachers and mentors. Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Blue Devils Radio. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisor for your investment needs. In the Walla Walla Valley, Hessler, George Hessler, Hank Gordon, Sam Rice, and Mark. Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Here we are in another commercial full of rhymes.
To tell you how Fazari's is keeping up with the times.
It's a whole new menu you will love to see.
Our sandwiches, pasta, pizza are now in each feed.
Your complete satisfaction is still our mission.
But you won't see our pies in anything but high definition.
So be careful when you change the channel to your favorite show.
It might just cause you to head to Fazari's to dine in or a pizza to go.
Oh, boys, you make HD stand for hot and delicious.
Mamma mia.
Fazari's finest on Bridge Street in Clarkston and at Fazaris.com.
KGDC Walla Walla.
And back once again at the Wahai Gym, I'm Roy Elia, concluding our land title of Walla Walla County halftime report by focusing on girls bowling and boys swimming. The Wahai bowlers were scheduled to compete earlier today in Richland. They will close out the regular season with a home match against Kennewick on Thursday. As for the Wahai boys swimmers, they are scheduled to compete this weekend in the Mid-Columbia Conference Championships. And that's going to do it for our halftime report. It was presented by our good friend Phil Wasser. Land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. Land title of Walla Walla County provides a full range of real estate-related services, including title insurance, escrow closing, settlement services, and computerized mapping. Land title of Walla Walla County, 33 East Main Street in Walla Walla. And our third quarter this evening is presented by our former Wahai athlete Aaron Harvey at Mountain High Truck and Equipment. Bombers will have the first possession of the second half. Richland, as I see it from my vantage point here courtside at the Wall-High Gym, will be moving from right to left as the second half is underway. Popolinski on the far side, up top to Woodard. Woodard one dribble near side to Northrup. Loops it inside for the big man. It's knocked away from behind by McKinney and taken by Corum. Bounce pass to Ken Higgins. Hands off near side to Gardia between the rings to Corum. Bounce pass inside. Sullivan lay in, put up and no good. Rebound off to Westerfield. Far side it goes to Northrup. Spots up for three far side. That's off the back of the rim and hits the support above the basket. And it will be Blue Devil ball. Here's Dane Gardia into the front court against Popolinski. Dane Gardia on the dribble, bounce pass to McKinney. McKinney on Westerfield, lays the ball up and in he goes to the deck. There is no foul called. Oh my goodness. Westerfield grabbed McKinney in the air. Trey goes down hard. There was no foul called. Amazing that McKinney made the lay-in despite the contact on the part of Westerfield, who very easily could have been called for his third personal foul. Now, McKinney with 8 in the game will take the deuce. 39-35 in favor of Richland. Here's a nice spin move by the big man down low. Westerfield puts the ball up and in. 41-35 in favor of Richland. Here's Gardia near side against Popolinski. He is blocked and fouled by Popolinski. And the Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline in front court. Higgins to get it in. Near corner to McKinney. Up top for Gardia. Volleyball once, twice, taken by Gardia. Near corner Higgins. Gets away from Woodard. 3 on the way. Good! From the near wing. Bruce Reed, 3 makes it 41-28 in favor of Richland. 6:40 and counting left in the third quarter. Richland in possession. Forbes in the far corner. Up top to Popolinski. Back on the far side to Forbes. Free throw line extended. Around a pick by Westerfield. Sullivan stays with him. Gets it inside for Northrup. Shot put up over Higgins, and that one is good. They wanted to travel on the near sideline. Did not get it. Or maybe a double dribble. But they did not get it. 43-38 Richland. Gardia driving near side. Lost the ball going up, but he is fouled by Popolinski. Third foul on Popolinski, the second in half 2 on Richland. Dane Gardia will shoot 2. That's the 12th foul in the game on Richland. Free throw by Gardia is good. 43-39 in favor of Richland. 6:13 remaining. Third period. Another free throw is in and out of heartbreak. Rebound Westerfield. Now it's off to Forbes. Forbes front court off to Westerfield. Far side Popolinski. Popolinski gets it up top. Forbes. Pass on the near side. Taken by Northrup. And Northrup will dribble the ball off the foot of Corum and out of bounds. And it will be Richland ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Woodard to inbound in front of his bench. To Popolinski, back to Woodard. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pass inside for Westerfield. The big man was double teamed. Gets it up top. Northrup. Northrup around Corum. Kicking on the far side. It's Forbes. Penetrates to the high post. Puts it up from there and misses it. Blue Devils get the rebound. Here's Gardia down the far side. Look to pass it near side. The ball off the bottom of the backboard, taken by Popolinski. Far side it goes to Forbes. Inside wide open. Northrup. Land put up and good. Northrup with 9. 45-39 in favor of Richland. Gardia with a basketball. Far side it goes to Corum. Near side Higgins, a 3 on the way. It's a rounded off, no good. Rebound comes off to Forbes. Had the ball knocked away and out of bounds by Sullivan. No! They say the ball was just lost by Forbes. Now we may have a discussion. A couple of officials discussing it on the baseline. And after further review, the ball will go to Richland. 5:04 remaining in the third quarter. 45-39 in favor of Richland. The ball into Woodard. Josh Woodard with a basketball. Around a pick by Westerfield. Gardia stays with him despite 2 picks. And now he's cut off down in the low block by McKinney. And a travel is going to be called. That is good defense right there, forcing the walk from Woodard. And it will be the Blue Devils ball. All into Gardia. Dane into the front court. Bounce pass inside for Sullivan in the near corner for Higgins. The ball easily stolen by Northrup. The Blue Devils turn it over. Here's Northrup. Now to Woodard. He's left open. 3 on the way after 1 dribble. And that 3 out front is good by Woodard. That Bruce Reed 3 puts Richland up 9, 48-39. Higgins near corner. 3 on the way. That one's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Sullivan knocked it away from the big man. Gets it off to McKinney. And inside a lane put up and missed by Higgins. A heartbreak there, and the ball back to Richland. Near side, here's Vopolinski, a 3 on the way. It's off the front of the rim, no good, and the rebound off to Gardia. Dane Gardia front court against Vopolinski. Lost the basketball, he was a little out of control, the ball out of bounds, and it will go to Richland. And a timeout called by Adam Berg with exactly 4 minutes remaining third period. Richland 48, Walleye 39, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Hi, this is Julie Doty. My family owns Walla Walla Transmission on Bennett Street, just north of West Rose. I'd tell you about our current specials, except, well, we don't have any. We realize that monthly specials won't earn your trust or your business. Our goal is to earn your business through exceptional customer service and the highest quality transmission work you'll find anywhere in the valley. If you're having tranny trouble, we can help. Come see us at Walla Walla Transmission and give our crew a chance to earn your business. Walla Walla Transmission, 204 Bennett Street, Walla Walla.
KGDC Walla Walla.
American Financial Network scoreboard update. Richland 48, Walleye 39. The scoreboard update presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkins and Tom Shaw at American Financial Network, 5 West Alder Street, Suite 304 in Walla Walla. NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Exactly 4 minutes remaining to be played in the third quarter. Richland boys up by 9 over the Blue Devils, 48-39, and Richland will inbound in the backcourt to resume play. And Valencia Alvarado has re-entered the Richland lineup and will inbound the basketball on the baseline. The ball comes into Woodard. Here's Josh Woodard across the midcourt line on the dribble. Here's side to Northrup, back to Woodard. Far side, Valencia Alvarado. Try to say that 10 times fast. Gets it to the high post. Now it's inside for the big man. The ball knocked away and taken by Higgins of the Blue Devils. They were looking for a little alley-oop action that time, but not successful. Higgins drives all the way, has a shot blocked by Woodard and out of bounds. Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline in front court. Gardia to get it in. Dane Gardia near side to Higgins. Ken Higgins for the basketball against Valencia Alvarado. Now near the midcourt line to Dane Gardia with 13 on the shot clock. Gardia stops. Near side to Higgins. Higgins inside for McKinney. McKinney against Westerfield. Backs him in, puts it up and missed it. Rebound deflected near side, taken by Higgins. Higgins gets a man off his feet, shoots for 3 near side and hits it as he loses Northrup on the near side. Bruce Reed 3 for Higgins. He has 11 points in the game. 48-42, Richland, 3 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. Top of the key, Westerfield, far side, Valencia Alvarado. Bounce on the far side to Woodard. A long 3 from the far side. That one is good. A remarkable 3. A Bruce Reed 3 from the far side by Woodard. It's 51-42 in favor of Richland. Here's Gardia with a basketball. 2:37 and counting left in the third quarter. Far side Corum. He spots up for 3. That one is short. Rebound to the far side. Saved and bounced by Woodard. Taken by Sullivan. Reverse lay-in. Going around Westerfield. Not quite there. Rebound off to Corum. Passenger side stolen by Valencia Alvarado. Here he comes into the front court. He is stripped, out of control, lost the ball, managed to get it somehow, some way down in the low post to Forbes. And Forbes cannot score. And the Blue Devils get the rebound. Dane Gardia on the dribble. Far corner to Sullivan. On the wing to Corum. Corum into the lane. Bounce it inside for McKinney. His shot is blocked from behind, and a foul is called on Westerfield. That's his third of the team's third of half two, and Trey McKinney will shoot two. With 8 points in the ball game. Here's the free throw. It is round enough, no good. Blue Devils are 4 for 13 in the free throw line. They were 4 for 13 last Tuesday at Kennewick. The game before that against Kamiakin, just 8 for 17. 7. Free throw. Second free throw by McKinney. That one is true. 51-43 in favor of Richland. There's a deflected pass. Northrum deflects it to the far side. Woodard up top. A three on the way. It's going to be an air ball and go out of bounds. Substitution for Richland. Brock Stroyford into the ball game. And Hill replace Northrup. We are set and ready to go. The ball inbounded to Dane Gardia. Dane Gardia into the front court. Stops the dribble. Now it's off to Corum. Corum down the left side. Throws it up with the left hand. No, but a follow is there for Trey McKinney. 5 in the quarter, 11 in the game. 51-45 in favor of Richland. 1:19 and counting the time remaining to be played in the third period. Here's Forbes on the far side, headed knocked away, recovers it. Off to Woodard. Woodard drives in deep on the right-hand side, puts up a jumper and missed it. Rebound deflected to Valencia Alvarado, and is put back in the lane is good. He has 6 in the game. 53-45 in favor of Richland. Will Sullivan with a basketball. We're now in the final minute of the third quarter. Inside to Sullivan, and he challenges the big man and draws a foul from the big man as he goes up for the shot after the drive. And for Westerfield, that is his fourth and the team's fourth. Will Sullivan will shoot two. Substitution for Richland at the next dead ball. Will Sullivan shooting two. Here's the first. It's no good off the back of the rim. Northrup into the Richland lineup for Westerfield. Norris and Helm in for the Blue Devils. Helm will come in momentarily. McKinney time comes to the sideline. Helm, I suspect, will check in for Sullivan if Will makes this free throw. Free throw up and good. Helm for Sullivan in the Wahine lineup. 2 seconds left, third period. Richland 53, the Blue Devils 46. Woodard near side to Stroyford. Blue Devils in a 2-3 zone. High post, Valencia Alvarado gets it inside. Now it's on the far side. Northrup a three on the way. That one is short. Rebound comes off to Helm. Bombers unable to take advantage of the pass that time by Forbes. Here's a spin move far side by Higgins. He puts it up off the glass, and that's all. Rebound off to Forbes. Forbes is going to be blocked and fouled as he makes his way to the midcourt line by Dane Gardia. That's his second and the team's first of the second half. 25.5 seconds left in period 3. And Richland will go for the final shot. Shot clock is off. Stroyford near side. Pass on the far side of Northrup out front to Stroyford. Down to 14 seconds left in the quarter. 53-46 in favor of Richland. Stroyford inside for Valencia Alvarado. Further inside for a deuce by Forbes. A launch from midcourt by Forbes is off the mark. And here at the end of the third period, Richland 55, Wahine 46. We'll be back in 1 minute. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Pocket iNet Communications is now offering internet service that is an incredible 20 times faster than cable to the residents of Walla Walla Valley. You too can get access to this super high-speed gigabit internet by visiting pocketinet.crowdfiber.com and entering your address. That's pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. pocketinet.crowdfiber.com. Welcome to Gigabit. No limits, just possibilities.
Walla Walla Electric has been serving the Walla Walla area since 1975. Call the experts at Walla Walla Electric for all of your electrical needs. They specialize in residential electrical service, whether it's computer and data cable wiring, fiber optic Ethernet, telephone and voicemail systems, home theaters, pools, hot tubs, spas, or whatever electrical service need, Walla Walla Electric can help you. Call Walla Walla Electric at 525-8672. That's 525-8672.
KGDC Walla Walla.
In our fourth quarter this evening, presented by our good friend and former Wall-High athlete Cameron Hardy, Mountain High Truck, and Red Whitman. Blue Devils inbound to begin the fourth and final period of play. They trail the Richland Bombers 55-46. Dane Gardia near side, inside for Higgins. Ball lost, recovered. Now driving into the lane from the far side is Helm. He shoots it off the glass, off the iron, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. They say by the Blue Devils, and it will be Richland ball. Steal inbound in the backcourt. You ooze and off. They award the ball to Richland. No. After further review, rule in the Blue Devils' favor. It'll be Wall-High inbounding on the baseline. Gardia to Higgins. Higgins will drive near side. Stop just inside the free throw line. Left-handed shot over Woodward is good. Again, Higgins with a major jumper. The Blue Devils within 7, 55-48. Northrop near side. Straight away, no good. Rebound off to Valencia Alvarado, and he is going to be grabbed and fouled. Foul is whistled on Helm, his third. James second. And Richland inbound on the baseline in front court. Near side, it's Woodard against Dane Gardia. They'll drive along the baseline. Kick it on the far side. Valencia Alvarado stops in deep on the right-hand side. Nice short for that time for two. And he has 8. Deflected ball far side. Will go to the Blue Devils. Ball behind an inbound on the far sideline in. 7:31 left in the fourth. 7:48 in favor of Richland. Ball looped into Dane Gardia. Gardia guarded by Vopolinski. Round a pick by Corum. Picks up and a switch by far side Corum. Corum back to far side. Cut off by Vopolinski. Hands it off to Helm. Helm out front to Corum. Corum against Valencia Alvarado in the near corner. One dribble up top to Higgins. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Up top Gardia. 3 straight away. No. Taken by Woodard. Vopolinski. On the far side to Corum. Court between the rings to Valencia Alvarado, near side to Northrop. Free throw line. Around a pick. Just inside the free throw line. Near side for a three-point attempt that is short by Josh Woodard. And the Blue Devils get the rebound. Here is Corum. Against Woodard. Or actually against Northrop, I should say. Puts one up near side. It's well short. Rebound off to Richland. Here's Vopolinski. Far side Valencia Alvarado. Knocks one down off the glass. In deep on the right-hand side. Double figs, 59-48. 6:24 in counting left in the fourth. Timeout called by the Blue Devils. When play is resumed, Sullivan and McKinney will enter the Wall-High lineup. Scoreboard shows Richland 59, Wall-High 48, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Did you know that the first air conditioner was not created for cooling purposes? It was actually designed to control humidity. Air conditioners have come a long way since then, and they do so much more. The latest Carrier to regulate moisture, they also keep you comfortably cool and improve indoor air quality. If you're in need of a new air conditioner, ask the team at Grassy Refrigeration for their advanced options from Carrier. Turn to the experts. Call Grassy today at 529-9700. That's 529-9700.
And back once again at the Walleye Gym. I'm Roy Elia. 6:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Walleye Blue Devils is trailing Richland Bombers 59-48. Dave Gardia, near side Sullivan. Will a three on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound off to Valencia Alvarado. Now it's Forbes out of the backcourt on the dribble. Near side Walensky. Line extended. He'll drive on Sullivan. Pass deflected by the Blue Devils. Deflected by Corum. Loose ball on the far side. Taken by Richland. Two Blue Devils there, and a green-shirted Bomber got it, but then a strip by the Blue Devils. Richland turns it over. Here's Sullivan driving in. Reverse lay-in on the far side is good. Sullivan amazing on that play, and it's 59-50 Richland. Time remaining to be played in the fourth quarter. Richland in possession. Woodard gets it inside lay-in. It's blocked by McKinney. He blocked the attempt by Forbes that time. Or far side McKinney. McKinney in the lane. He is blocked and fouled. Plays the ball up and in, and he is fouled. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on McKinney. Oh, my goodness. There is no way. It did not look like Northrop had any kind of position. He stuck the knee out. But they call a charging foul on Trey McKinney, and what a tough break for the Blue Devils. Second personal on McKinney, the third on the Blue Devils here in the second half. Out front, here's Woodard, a three on the way, and that one is perfect. That Bruce three puts Richland up 62-50. Driving near side is Gardia, gets bodied near side, and he is fouled by Vopolinski. That's his fourth, team's fifth. And that will send Dane Gardia to the free throw line for two shots. 5:08 remaining in the fourth. 62-50 in favor of Richland. At the next dead ball, Stroifert will check in for Richland. Here's the free throw by Gardia. It's good. Stroifert in. Vopolinski out. Richland lineup. 5:08 left in the fourth. 62-51 in favor of Richland. Another free throw coming for Dane Gardia. It's up and it's good. Silences the Richland student section on not one but two occasions. 62-52 in favor of Richland. Woodard drives. Nice pass far side to Northrop for an uncontested lay-in. 64-52 in favor of Richland. Here's Gardia with a basketball near side to Helm. Helm into the lane. Off the back of the rim, deflects the rebound to McKinney. McKinney with a nice move inside. In as he knifed through two green jerseys that time for the Dudes. 64-54 Richland, 4:30 and counting left in the fourth. Near side, here's Woodard for three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound taken by McKinney. Now it's Daniel. Near side to Helm. Near corner, Sullivan. Sullivan gets away from Stroifert, gets it up top. Corum, a three straight away. It's going to be short and go out of there. Your American Financial Network scoreboard update. Richland 64, Walleye 54. 4:15 remaining, fourth period. Westerfield back into the game for Richland. And he replaces Stroifert. The scoreboard update presented by our good friends Carlos Hawkins and Tom Shaw, American Financial Network, 513-304 in Walla Walla. NMLS number is 237341. American Financial Network, an equal housing lender. Richland in possession. Forbes up top to Woodard, far side. 64-54 Richland, just inside of 4 minutes left. Up top, Valencia Alvarado. Now they stream for the far side. The other way is perfect. Nothing but net on that first three by Northrop. Richland up by a maker's dozen. 7:54. Gardia's blocked inside by Western. Northrop into the front court. Gets it inside. Nobody home. Was the ball deflected out of bounds? It was by the Blue Devils. Knocked away from Valencia Alvarado that time, and it will be Richland ball. Woodard to get it in. Northrop gets it off to Woodard. Woodard on the floor. Against Nate Gardia. Around a big by Alvarado. Northrop against Helm. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Near side it is Woodard. Woodard with the basketball. Drives on the near side. Into the lane. Throws up. That is not good. Not close. Rebound off the side. Westerfield that time for the rebound. Hands it off near side to Corum. Daniel Corum drives the far side. Bounces it in for McKinney. And McKinney is clobbered and fouled. That foul is called on Northrop. His second, team sixth. Trey McKinney for the strike for 2 shots. Trey McKinney with 13 points in the ball game. And a perspiration off the floor. 2:59 remaining in the fourth. Richland 67, the Blue Devils 54. Be back here in the Wahai Gym on Friday night. The Wahai boys and girls will play host to Pasco to begin the second round of Mid-Columbia Conference action. First free throw by McKinney, good. Blue Devils in the game now 9 for 19 from the free throw line. Another free throw for McKinney on its way, and that one's going to be too strong. It rattles in and out. Westerfield gets the rebound. Here's Valencia Alvarado into the front court, near side to Woodard. Josh Woodard on the dribble, stops top of the key. Far side it goes to Northrop. Back on the near side to Woodard. Woodard will drive into the lane, throws it up with the left hand. No, but a foul is going to be called. That foul is on McKinney, his third, team's fourth. Arulu is in the act of shooting, and Woodard will shoot 2. Coach Berg thinking that that was committed on the ground, but the officials rule it was in the act of shooting. Woodard with 19 points in the game. He now has 20. First free throw up and good. 68-55 in favor of Richland. 2:41 left in the fourth quarter. Another free throw by Woodard, and that one is also good. Ken Higgins into the Blue Devil lineup. He replaces Kahiao Helm. Ball inbounded to Dane Gardia. 69-55 Richland. High post McKinney. McKinney in the lane. Challenges Westerfield, puts it up short. And rebound comes off to Westerfield. Now to Forbes. In the far corner it goes to Northrop. Drives along the baseline, is cut off. Then waits for Blue Devils to ease off. And he lays the ball up and in. 7 in the quarter, 16 in the game for Northrop. And it's 71-55 in favor of Richland. Going into the lane is Gardia. Shot over Westerfield. Rattles home. Dane with 11 points in the game, 71-57 in favor of Richland. Just inside of 2 minutes left in the fourth. Driving near side is Woodard, and that was too easy. He lays the ball up and in with the left hand. 23 points for Josh Woodard. 57-43, or make that 73-57, I'm sorry. Richland with the lead. A timeout called by the Blue Devils with 1:48 left in the final period. 73-57 in favor of Richland, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Why do so many people listen to KGDC and KGDC2? Could it be our market exclusives on the top 2 names in conservative news? KGDC 92.9 FM has 10 minutes of Fox News each and every hour. And KGDC2 102.3 FM is the exclusive home of townhall.com radio news. Plus, our stations have market exclusives on powerful features such as Breakpoint, Focus on the Family Minute, Dr. James Dobson's Family Talk, and more. 92.9 FM and 102.3 FM, the best radio in Walla Walla.
Listen to Blue Devils Radio on the internet at kgdcradio.com.
And back once again at the Wahai Gym, I'm Roy Elia. Richland Bombers in command, 73-57. The Bombers, a little less than 2 minutes away, more specifically 1 minute and 48 seconds away from moving to 8-0 in the conference, 10-2 overall. The Blue Devils, 1 minute and 48 seconds away from dropping to 4-4 in league and 5-7 overall. Timeout period is over. Both teams back out on the floor. Daniel Corum will inbound for the Blue Devils. The ball into Dane Gardia. High post to McKinney. Couple of dribbles. Now it's off to Higgins. Higgins driving far side, has the ball knocked away and out of bounds. And it will be Blue Devil ball. 73-57 in favor of Richland. Higgins loops it up top to Corum. Between the rings to Sullivan. Sullivan driving on Forbes. Gets it in the lane for McKinney. Short one over Westerfield is no good, and the rebound off to Forbes on the near side to Vopolinski. Vopolinski near side with the basketball. On the far side it goes to Woodard. On the wing to Northrup. Around a pick by Westerfield. The big man free inside, gets it in the lane for Vopolinski. A shot not close. Rebound deflected, taken by Richland. Forbes gets it in for Westerfield. Aaron pass out front, stolen by Higgins. Higgins to the other end, gets around Northrup, lays it up, no. Attempt by Gardia, no. Another attempt by Gardia is good. Dane with a maker's dozen, 73-59 in favor of Richland. We're in the final minute of this fourth period. Here's Woodard far side with the basketball. Off for Forbes and a timeout called by Richland. 39.1 seconds left in the final period. 73-59 Richland, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM and 92.9 FM, KGDC.
Ready to make some big changes in your home? Here at Connors Flooring and Design, we understand that investing in new flooring, tile, and countertops involves big decisions that you want to get right the first time. Since 1974, our family-owned business has helped you find the right materials for your home and budget, working with local licensed pro installers to ensure your investment will perform. Come see us today and get a free estimate. Experience our Golden Rule service at Connors Flooring and Design.
Back once again at the Wahai Gym. I'm Roy Elia. The Richland Bombers leading the Wahai Blue Devils 73-59. We're in the final minute of this Mid-Columbia Conference boys basketball game. Earlier this evening, the Wahai Blue Devil girls were defeated by the Lady Bombers of Richland. With 39.1 seconds left in this boys contest, it is Richland in the driver's seat. Wholesale substitutions for both ball clubs during the timeout period. Here's a three out front, a heartbreak for Jace Woodard, and the Blue Devils come away with it. Now going with Helm, Carter Chevelle, Cameron Carrera, Chris Norris, and Kahiao Helm. Down to 15 seconds left in the game. Here is Helm driving near side, waits for the big man to go by, puts it up and missed it. Rebound off to Schultz. Now it's Northrup. Gets it on the near baseline to Black. And the ball goes out of bounds. Actually, he stepped on the end line. And the ball back to the Blue Devils with 6.5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here comes Chevelle with 3 seconds, with 2 seconds, with 1 second, and that will be that. Final score, Richland 73, Wahai 59. And we now invite you to stay tuned for our Team Watts postgame show. We'll have it for you after we step aside for a 2-minute timeout. Listening to Blue Devil Radio, presented by Big Blue Boosters on 1320 AM, 92.9 FM, KGDC.
When you're listening to a great game on the radio, financial planning may be far from your mind. But consider the importance of planning for your retirement, for your children's college tuition, and whatever other goals you may have. Experienced financial advisors Bill Fleener and Brandon Zaro at D.A. Davidson can help create smart wealth planning strategies tailored just for you to reach your goals. Call Fleener Zaro Wealth Management at 509-526-5755. A member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC.
McDonald's Area Insurance provides for all of your insurance needs, including commercial, winery, farm, crop, auto, flood, life, health, long-term care, renters, and homeowners insurance. The McDonald's Area team includes more than 20 agents offering professional advice on all types of insurance matters. Give Dan Baffney, Kevin Baffney, Doug Borth, Sean Borth, or David Borth a call today at 525-5730. Located at 22 East Main Street in Walla Walla, that's McDonald's Area Insurance. This team works for you.
The cold weather is here. Stock up on winter products from L&G Ranch Supply, like stock tank feeders for the animals. For pets, find heated beds and bowls, as well as Science Diet pet food. For you or as a gift, find tough insulated Carhartt bibs, jackets, and sweatshirts.